sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Block gonna throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Block taking the snap at 1. Rolling to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
The end result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff looking right. And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A second down throw for Love. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So a good punt there and a very strong 14-yard return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Working out of the gun. Love. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Love from the gun. And that is is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. They're going for Herbert, but this is intercepted. Picked him up at the 39. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now they try the right side here. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun. Love. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. He rifles one that's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll get this one up to about his 14. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
This time, Locke will throw. Got a man, it's Judy complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
Denver.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. Space to maneuver at the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
first and 10. It's Lindsey. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Zone, it's Lock. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
The D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Marcus Davenport. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Raiders.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now it's the fullback's turn, Gronkowski. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Rob Gronkowski, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Raiders nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line. The
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On second down, Love once more. Flush to his right. Oh, you see that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the turnover, here's Locke. That's complete into the hands of Carson. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And some space here. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Touchdown, Denver.
Phillip Lindsey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. Going left side here, and it's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. From the gun, Love. He'll let this go deep for runs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Hamler now on the return. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, First half going my way. I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
On first down, Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Locke off of play action. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap to Locke. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Following the interception, Love. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Operating from the gun. Love escaping the pressure right. He's got him in. Complete. And finally he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there for the Raiders. 53 yards. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
32 yards attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, is good scheme and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, Love. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
The 30-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Love flushed out right. Reception here by Rose. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Taken in the end zone. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Locke to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing his lock on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
guy, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
And some room to work. And they'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 31 yards there and a first down. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your two safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were able to exploit. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now they try the right side here. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. From the gun, Love. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He was brought down at the...
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 17. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
Broncos 21, Raiders 18. Michael Dixon sets.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket.
Yard line.
Another run by Lindsey. They find some open field here. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Touchdown.
Philip Lindsey, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. He's turning in a heck of a game. He's creeping up towards 200 yards, a pair of touchdowns now to go along with it.
There's so many things we can talk about in his game because we're seeing it all from him. But I love his vision. He's seeing the holes develop. He's seeing holes develop before they actually open. He's making sure he's getting to the right places, very decisive in his cuts. But his vision has been the key to all these big runs in this game.
And on that last long run, we got a pretty good look at his speed as well.
5-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
35-yard line.
On play action. Love to throw. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. The Broncos say they have it. They do. You think about it, Charles. This is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive. Not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Block working out of the gun. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jonathan Abram picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch play-action run pays off for 29 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Love now to pass on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
A second down throw for Love. And this one incomplete. Love, too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
The 1-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are back within a score. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Broncos 28, Raiders 25. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Lock. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going with Lindsey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
46-yard line.
Lindsey on the toss left. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Locke. He's got his tight end fan. And he's got the first as they bring him down at the 28-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. They'll actually throw it with Locke. Buying time to his left. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
To the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
28. Raiders 25.